Cristiano Ronaldo, who can reach areas other footballers just cannot reach.
Hello football lover. Young Cristiano Ronaldo was fast, skillful, and unstoppable. He didn't just dribble past defenders. He humiliated them step-overs, flicks, insane speed. He made football look like magic. But how did a skinny kid from a poor family rise to the top and change football forever? Every time he stepped on the pitch, fans went crazy. Everyone wanted to play like him, everyone dreamed of being him. But what made him so special? How did he master dribbling, shooting, and movement? And most importantly, how can you train like him? How can you play exactly like young Cristiano Ronaldo? In this video, I'll break everything down step by step. I'll show you how to create a smart training plan, master his top 7 skills, and train like him. Even if you have no training partner, if you want to become a great footballer, you can't waste time training the wrong way, so stay till the end, because this video might be the most important one you ever watch. But before everything, we need to understand something important. How did a poor kid from a family so poor they could barely afford a single piece of bread even start playing football? How did he train alone when he was just a kid like you, dreaming of becoming a pro? What sacrifices did he make to reach the top? Because this video isn't like the others, repeating the same boring stories, giving you half the information, telling you to just master this or that, leaving you stuck in the same place. That's the reason you're not improving. I'm going to cover every small detail so you can learn exactly what made Ronaldo great and use it to become the best player possible. Cristiano Ronaldo wasn't born a superstar. He built himself into one, born on February 5th, 1985 in Madrid, Portugal. He grew up in a small home where money was tight. His father worked as a kit man at a local club, and his mother was a cook. Life was tough, but Ronaldo had something that set him apart: an obsession with football. By the age of 6, he was already playing street football, battling against older kids in tight spaces. This is where he developed his insane footwork and quick decision making, because when you play in a small area, you have less time to think. Defenders put pressure on you instantly. That's why I always say, if you can play small-sided games, do it. It forces you to react faster and sharpens your dribbling skills. At 7, Ronaldo joined in the small club where his father worked. But while most kids saw training as just another activity, Ronaldo treated it like an obsession. When the session ended, he stayed behind, perfecting his dribbling, his shooting, his agility. He knew that if he wanted to stand out, he had to train harder than everyone else. He spent hours juggling the ball, sprinting up hills to build explosive speed, and even playing with ankle weights to improve his footwork. Sprinting up hills forces your legs to work harder, making you faster in real games. At 12, he made the hardest decision of his life, leaving his family to join Sporting CPS Academy in Lisbon. It wasn't easy. He missed home, cried at night, but he refused to give up. While other players trained normally, Ronaldo trained like his life depended on it. First to arrive, last to leave. If his teammates were doing 1 drill, he was doing 5. He wasn't just working hard, he was working smart. While many of his teammates focused only on the drills set by the coach, Ronaldo paid attention to every little detail: his diet, his fitness, his mentality. Even as a teenager, he refused to eat junk food, knowing that every small choice mattered. By 16, his dedication paid off. He was already training with Sporting CP's first team, standing out with his speed, his dribbling, his footwork. Then came the game that changed everything. In 2003, at just 8 years old, he played a friendly against Manchester United. His performance was so electric that United signed him immediately. From that moment, the world realized Cristiano Ronaldo wasn't just another talented player, he was something special. Cristiano Ronaldo's time at Manchester United was the turning point that transformed him from a talented young winger into one of the greatest footballers in history. But what exactly made him world class? The kind of player every young footballer dreams of becoming. If you think it's just about speed, dribbling, or finishing, think again. There's much more to Ronaldo's game that set him apart. The qualities that made young Cristiano Ronaldo world class weren't just about his raw talent, they were about his unstoppable hunger to improve, his unbreakable mindset, and his obsession with becoming better every single day. But before I break down what truly made him special, here's one crucial piece of advice. If you're a beginner and you want to improve, the first thing you must focus on is your basics. Without mastering the fundamentals, you will never reach the next level. Ronaldo himself didn't start as a superstar. He honed his skills on the streets, refining his passing, dribbling, shooting, finishing at first touch. These basic elements are what separate an average player from a great one. If your first touch is solid, your finishing will improve. If your passing is precise, you can control the game better if you can consistently score goals. Every club will want you. The truth is to be a top player. You don't need fancy tricks, you need soft fundamentals. Football is built on passing, dribbling, shooting, and finishing. The better you are at these, the more unstoppable you become. And that's exactly what made young Ronaldo stand out from the rest. Now, let's dive into the qualities that truly made him extraordinary. The first quality that made young Cristiano Ronaldo world class was his relentless training to improve every aspect of his game. Unlike many talented players who rely only on natural ability, Ronaldo had an insane work ethic that pushed him beyond his limits. But here's something important: you need to train smart, not just hard. If you're putting in hours of work, but focusing on the wrong things, you won't improve. I know many of you love taking shots at an open goal. But here's a serious question: if young Cristiano Ronaldo had only practiced shooting, would he have become the player he is today? No, he would have improved his shooting. But what about his dribbling? What about his passing, his first touch, his physicality, his match fitness? These are the fundamentals that made him so special. So if you truly want to improve and create a proper training plan, write down what you're good at, what you need to improve, and what qualities made young Ronaldo unstoppable. He didn't just train with his team, he put in extra hours after practice perfecting his dribbling, shooting, and overall fitness. Whether it was refining his weaker foot, increasing his sprint speed, or developing his powerful shot, he was obsessed with getting better every single day. Now, one thing that will set you apart from other players is your weak foot. A good defender will always force you onto your weaker foot in a real game. But what if you don't have a weak foot? Then you become unstoppable. If you've watched young Ronaldo's highlights, you'll see that he could score with both feet, finish volleys, and dominate in the air. This made him unpredictable. Defenders had no idea what he would do next. If he received the ball on his left, he could shoot with his left. If he got it on his right, he could finish with his right. That's what made him dangerous. But Ronaldo's improvement wasn't just about physical training. He also studied the game. He analyzed defenders, learned their weaknesses, and worked on techniques to outplay them. Now, you might not be facing professional defenders yet, but you can still analyze great players instead of just watching highlights. Watch full matches. Highlights only show skills, but full matches reveal movement, positioning, decision-making, and awareness. Study how Ronaldo made his runs, how he defended, how he created space when he dribbled, and when he chose to pass or shoot. Understanding these details is what will take your game to the next level. The second quality that made young Cristiano Ronaldo special was his explosive speed. His rapid acceleration and agility made him a nightmare for defenders. But it wasn't just about being fast, it was about how he used his speed. Many young players today are naturally quick, but their speed becomes useless when they can't control the ball at high speed. They take long, heavy touches and lose possession easily. That's not how to improve. If you want to develop Ronaldo-like speed, you must train with the ball at high intensity. You need to learn how to control the ball while sprinting. Ronaldo had the ability to go from a standing start to full sprint in seconds, leaving defenders helpless. His quick burst of pace helped him beat opponents one-on-one, make dangerous runs behind the defense, and create space where there was none. But speed alone wasn't enough. What made him truly unstoppable was his ability to dribble at full speed, keeping the ball glued to his feet while executing rapid footwork and perfectly timed movements. If you want to develop explosive speed like Ronaldo, don't just focus on sprinting. Train your acceleration, agility, and ball control at high speed. The faster you can move with the ball, the more dangerous you become. And if you're a winger, speed is non-negotiable. A real winger must be able to start counterattacks, join them, and track back defensively. You need a high level of fitness, match stamina, and sprinting ability. Look at Mbappe. His speed is deadly, but what makes him world-class is how he uses it. So when you train, don't just run fast, train to be fast with the ball. Every dribbling drill should be done at high speed with controlled touches. If you master this, you'll become the type of player who can run at full speed without losing control, and that is what makes a true game changer. The third quality that made young Cristiano Ronaldo special was his dribbling skills. Quick feet, step overs, dazzling skills. He had everything needed